Hey there. Welcome back to I'm Pretty Sure I Could Fix That. Today I'm looking to show you how reconciling works in QuickBooks. This is going to be a very simplified view of Reconcile so you understand the basics and what you use it for. So reconciling is just that, reconciling, right? The very generic, right? Your cash accounts you're going to reconcile. But Reconcile in QuickBooks will allow you to reconcile all of your balance sheet type accounts in QuickBooks and retain a history. That means things like your credit card, your inventory, should you choose, your equity, and it will allow you to keep that audit history within here, along with if things change between when you reconciled and the next time you go, like if you were to have a beginning balance issue from that. So it's very helpful to do it within your system because it's going to allow you traceability both forward and backwards. So to get to it, what we do is we'll click Reconcile, and then it's going to pop up this Begin Reconciliation screen. So here is where we have all of our balance sheet accounts. We're going to use petty cash, for example. You'll pop in whatever your statement date is, should you have one, right? If it's a bank account or anything. If you're doing another transaction balance sheet type account, you'll probably just use whatever your month end is. The reason my statement date is so far out is because I'm in that sample file. So just to see how it looks, you would pop in an ending balance, and that's going to be whatever on your statement or whatever you know the true ending balance to be. This is where you would pop in if there were like bank service charges. So for example, you would see here, you'd be able to pop in your account and align whatever date it would hit. We're not going to do one for this transaction. If you were to have a beginning balance issue, you could hit locate discrepancies and it will open a report that shows you things that have changed in between your last reconciliation and your current reconciliation. More often than not, when your beginning balance doesn't match what your statement has or your last reconciliation, this is exactly when you want to use this button. Undo last reconciliation is going to do just that. Whatever the last reconciliation that was completed in QuickBooks, this is going to undo the entire thing and unreconciling it, bringing it back into the next screen we're about to see. Sometimes this is a really good thing to use, especially if you're cleaning up someone else's bookkeeping, right? Sometimes it's just easier to re-reconcile from the start in place of trying to figure it out from the current moment in time. So let's hit continue. And we'll see here, we have checks and payments and deposits and other credits, right? Money out, money in. We can see here that we have the service charges that were in that pop-up screen along with interest earned. This is the ending balance we're saying there should be. This is the current cleared balance, and this is the difference in between the two. So over here we have what our beginning balance is, what has been cleared for money in, and what has been cleared for money out. And when I say cleared, I mean reconciled. So for example, I'm saying that we should have $100 in this ending balance, and I go to look at all my petty cash transactions, and I go, you know what? Deborah Wood did actually give us back $500 for whatever it is. You then check the box, and if we look, our cleared balance updated and our difference updated. So now I'm going through my petty cash transactions, and I see that actually I have in front of me a $400 receipt for some type of repair part that's not in here, and I have to get it in here to one, record the expense, but also balance the account. So there's a few ways you can do it. You can do it through your company and then make a general journal entry, or if you right click, we can go to the register of the account that we're in. So we are about to go to the petty cash register. So if we look, this is all the transactions that flow through it. Essentially, this is going to allow us to create the needed journal entry without actually making a journal entry. So I'm going to say, actually, Deborah also bought repair parts for $400. So you can hit record, and it then brings it in and updates that ending balance down here that we can now see pops over here. So I could either check it here and see that the difference is 0, or I could have gone in that original transaction using the register and actually checked this here which will reconcile it on this home screen. Oh, did I not do it? Let's go back. Going a little too fast. Use register, checkbox, record. Oh, it's because I'm hitting the wrong one. Record. Yes. And now when we go back, we'll see, oh, look at that, we're cleared. Well, perfect. It looks like we're reconciled. So I'm going to say, awesome, I'm all reconciled. I'm going to hit reconcile now, and that's going to complete this monthly reconciliation. So it then gives you the option to print both a summary, a detail, or both. I recommend printing both. The system will retain both of these as PDF copies, but definitely keep a copy for your records. So I'm going to hit display just to see it. And if you look, here is the summary version. Here is the detail version. So now let's pretend it's a few months later. You're auditing someone's reconciliations. What you can do is you go, okay, I need to go see it. I can't find it in their PDFs. Let me go to reports, banking, previous reconciliation. I'm going to go to the petty cash account. And based off that statement ending date that we pulled, we can now pull those active reconciliation reports. So I'm going to say both, display. And look at that, we have the PDF version of the account that we just reconciled. So now, let's go and screw up the reconciliation. Let's pretend that we didn't lock down our books for whatever reason. And we are actually going to go delete this repairs transaction. So now we're actually going to have a beginning balance issue right in our next reconciliation. So we're going to see that in a few places. First, if we click petty cash account, I would go in. I'm going to type 100 and then do continue. At this point, I would have seen that my reconciliation balance is different, right? Because last time from what we saw was, let me pull that other report, our ending balance should have been $100. But, which means that should be our beginning balance, right? But our beginning balance here was $500, meaning we would look at our stuff and go, oh no, I can't reconcile this because my beginning balance is off. But there's nothing here. So where we can first go is banking, reconciliation discrepancy. Look at that. There's that deleted transaction. So now I can either re-enter it, or the other place I could have saw this was reconcile, locate discrepancies, discrepancy report, and it would brought us to that same screen. So now I could hypothetically go in and re-enter that transaction to get myself whole. The other thing you can do in this is you can customize it to add who deleted it, what the original accounts were, whatever it should be. But this allows you to keep some type of traceability in who is changing things in your system post-reconciliation if you forget to close your periods. So I hope that's helpful. That's a very, very simplified view of how to reconcile in QuickBooks. Though it seems silly, it's actually very helpful. And really, there's no way to actually do the more complex transactions without understanding how this basic flow works. I'm hoping in one of the next videos we'll get into more complex reconciliations, but that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much. Bye.